What's up, guys? Oh man, we are here for the third time's a charm. Let me move this in a little bit closer so we can get cozy together here. Wow, James, thank you. That will pay for that paid for my gas that I had to spend going back to the guitar store for the third time. So seriously, thank you. I always appreciate your donations and super chats. You guys know I do this stuff for a living, not just YouTube, but music, and you know, my wife and I were out here on our own doing this stuff. Let me turn this light off in the background here. I think that's a little bit better, huh? But yeah, so any donations, we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So we've got a lot of folks on here. By the way, that was my 7-string I was playing just now. My ESP E2 Horizon FR7. I love this guitar. I really do. And funny thing is I've struggled with just having a 7-string, and something dawned on me the other day though, as I was playing, and of course you guys caught my failures I had on stage this past weekend. If you didn't catch that, you'll want to check out the video that I posted, my last video. I think I posted it yesterday, but you'll definitely want to go check that out. It shows you 3 failures I had on stage. So as soon as we're done here, if you haven't seen that yet, definitely go take a look at that. You'll get a kick out of that. And I show you what not to do, or how to fix things, and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, guys, please give this a thumbs up. It helps my YouTube. Let me see if I pronounce it right this time. Algorithm. Yeah, I think I got it. So yeah, please give this a thumbs up if you hadn't already. I appreciate that. So let me just see who all is on. Brother Faceless, of course. What's up, man? Thank you for staying on late, dude. I know it's late over there. At least I think it is. Yeah, it hasn't been the perfect week at all. Faceless is saying it hasn't been the perfect week, and he misspells a word. See, that's what you get, dude. Oh my God, dude. Good to see you guys on. Dale, Brother Dale, what's up? Self-publishing with Dale here, real quick. I have to give him a shout out, because if it were not for him, if it were not for Dale, I would have never published my first book. And you guys know I published a book in 2017 called Heavy Metal When Weights. Go pick that up. It's on Amazon. It's exclusive on Amazon, actually. I've got the Kindle version, and I got the paperback version out as well. I get paperback, that's just me, but you know, if you prefer Kindle, it's on both platforms. So, but thank you, Dale. If it weren't for Dale, I would have never released my first book. He's a self-publisher, and he's a pretty hotshot dude. You know, he's got a lot of cool stuff going on. So if you ever want to publish your own book, and I actually encourage people to do this, because we all have so many things that we've gone through in our lives, and you've gained expertise in certain areas, definitely check him out. A real quick note on Dale again, he's also a guitar player, which is why he's here, and that's why when I hit it off so well. And Dale, I think you're going to be starting a channel at some point. So yeah, we've known each other for like 4 years now, dude. So it's crazy. It's crazy how you meet people. Thank you, Whiskey Mike. Appreciate it, man. Whiskey Mike, dude, you always like entice me to drink whiskey. I want whiskey right now. I've got a beer instead. I'm gonna get this open soon, because I'm gonna need that for this third box unboxing here. So guys, we got a lot of folks on. Acoustic Vincent Falls. Ian's on, cool. James, thank you again. You got Trent, Dominic, Stefan, Alex, Todd, Oliver, Whiskey Mike's on. Oh man, so good to see all you guys. I know for some of you it's the middle of the day, which means you're probably at work watching me instead of working, which that's good. Thumbs up for that. Stick it to the boss. All right, so here we go. I'm just gonna get right into this. So this little thing right here. Now, had I had this thing on stage with me this past Saturday, I would not have almost tripped over my guitar cable. Who saw that? Who saw the last video I put out? The one I put out yesterday? It's called three mistakes guitarists make on stage. or 3 guitars fail, something like that. It's the last video. Who did anybody see that? Let me know in the comments if you did. Faceless, I know you saw it because you commented on it. I know a couple others saw it here. Whiskey Mike, yeah, you commented as well. Thank you. So had I had this wireless, I would have not. So it would have been 2 mistakes instead of 3. I would not have almost tripped over my cable. That was embarrassing. I was sitting there playing a solo, man, mid solo, and then boop. I'm like, you gotta freaking be kidding me, man. Oh God. So real quick, a recap on the history of my wireless fiasco. So about 2 weeks ago, I went to the store, went to Replay Guitar Exchange, which that's my preferred shopping place for me because I do a lot of they allow me to come in and do videos there, and I've got some more news on that for you coming up soon. I'll got something real exciting for you that you're going to get to see live. I want to tell you right now, but I'm going to hold it in. So hang around. I'll tell you that after the unboxing. So this is really important. All right. The first wireless system we got, this is the Boss WL-20. Well, I didn't get, this is the 20L. I only got the 20. I didn't realize until I almost opened it right here on camera with you guys that it was the wrong one. The one I originally got was for passive pickups, and I didn't realize there were you know, things that were made for passive and or wireless made for passive and active. So I'm like, okay, well, I've got to go back. No big deal. I text my buddy Cliff at Replay. He's like, yeah, dude, bring it back. No big deal. So I went and exchanged it, and I got this. Well, not this one exactly, but I got the 20L. It's the Boss WL-20L. Hey, it rhymes. L and L. Actually, it's the same. Anyway, so I picked up the right one, okay? And as you know, I went live again. This is what, last week? I went live again, unboxing this baby, only to find that the actual devices weren't in the package. So I had picked up a demo. Now, I don't blame Replay for this. I mean, you know, they should have had it packaged. I was more concerned for them. I'm like, man, I hope somebody didn't return this. You know, this wasn't a return, and then they kept the product. You know what I mean? Because that happens. There's jerks out there. But actually, it wasn't. They were actually using this for a demo. They had took it out of the package and used it just for a short demo, and I guess the person didn't put it back. So anyway, that's what happened. No big deal. I mean, if I were smart, I would have checked to make sure they're in there. So I always, you guys know this, I always say everything is my fault at the end of the day. And by saying that, by accepting that that it's my fault, even when it doesn't seem like it's my fault, but it's my fault. If I accept that, I gain control over my entire life, period, hands down. So that's my philosophy. And I kind of stole that from Grant Cardone. I read his book, The 10 Times Rule. He's like, if you really want to do something great with your life and you really want to push something, then whatever you're doing now, 10 times it. So, you know, I don't agree with the entire book. There's some things in there that's kind of weird for me, but for the most part, I like his philosophy. So blah, blah, blah. Well, Faceless, I would say world hunger is not my fault, or, well, I would say it's not my fault because it's not something, and this is going to sound bad, it's not something I personally deal with. So, you know what I mean? Stuff like this, when I went to get a product, but I didn't check it, and I get home and the product's not there, I could have checked it, right? So, anyway, yeah. Alrighty. Now, it's not, and I don't mean, I'm not being mean by saying world hunger is not my problem. You know, my wife and I, we actually do things to feed the hungry. The hungry that we feed, though, are feral cats. We're more animal people, so, you know, that's just what we do. All right. You guys ready for this? Listen, I got to do something real quick. I'm going to can I crack a beer first? Can I do that? Thanks. It's the first beer I've had all week, by the way. I'm not making you guys wait on purpose, by the way. I just really need a beer. Look at my fancy pour there. This, by the way, this is actually something you guys can probably get all over the U.S. Is Sierra Nevada's hazy little thing IPA. It's pretty good stuff. Whiskey Mike's like, cut it out, Faceless. I love Faceless comments, though, man. I look forward to all your comments, but Faceless always just has some really cool stuff he tells me, so I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys, I really do. Greg, oh, Skate Beer Show's here. Awesome, dude. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I could have chipped a nail opening that can. I have not had good luck this week, but, you know, 3 follies on stage, this whole thing. I know you guys are like, all right, Jason, shut up, dude. Just open the freaking box. All right, here we go. We're opening the box. Now, remember last time this happened, there was stuff in the box, but the actual product wasn't there. So we got the booklets and all. Man, that's a lot of booklets, dude. You really think I'm going to read all that? I don't sit on the toilet long enough to read all this. Because you guys know we read everything on the commode. All right. Angela, what's up? Mike C's here. Awesome. All right, so we got the USB cable. We had that last time. All right. That's good. So, we're thinking outside the box here. Got more stuff to read, man. Actually, I think all this stuff's in different languages. All right. So this is what happened last time. This thing's like a Rubik's Cube, man. Check this out. It's like a Rubik's Cube. How am I supposed to figure this out? I may have to call my wife up here to help me with this. All right, here we go. By the way, I'm not wearing my wedding ring, just so you guys know. I have a little cheap wedding ring, and it broke. That's because I was wearing it at the gym like a dumbass. I shouldn't have been wearing it on deadlift day, and I did, and eventually it broke. So my wife has ordered me a new one. Actually, 2. You gotta have a backup, right? So, seriously, dude? All right, guys, we are in luck. I think luck has turned around for me. I like to throw stuff sometimes. Hopefully it's not like a boomerang and comes back and hits me in the head. Here we go, guys. We've got them. That's it. Nice. I'm excited, man, because I've been wanting the wireless for so long, and I never really knew what to get. And my buddy Cliff at Replay, he suggested, actually all the guys at Replay, they have the Line 6, they have some other brands, but they're like, everybody's been using these Boss. Again, I like to show you guys a product, the Boss WL-20L Wireless system. Now, here's the caveat here. This one is, it's the 20L. They make a WL-20, which again, that is for passive pickups. The 20L is for acoustic electric guitar and electronic instruments. So this is cool because my Takamine also has, has the active pickup in that as well. So, and that was one of the things, I play more acoustic on stage than anything because, people want to hear covers, and it's like, I'll play covers as long as I can play covers I want to play. And no, I don't do Jimmy Buffett like every other cover band does. But, I play covers quite a bit acoustically, which I've got a gig coming up April 3rd. Would you guys watch one of my acoustic gigs if I did it live on YouTube? Is that something you guys are interested in? Because I sometimes I'll go live on Facebook, but honestly, Facebook just really sucks for organic reach. Like, I'll put a live out there, and Facebook just like, out of my 35,000 plus fans on Facebook, like 20 people show up, sometimes 10. And it's like, okay. So I prefer YouTube anyway, but I thought for going live, I'd just try Facebook out. But if you guys would like, I'll do the live thing on YouTube here if you guys are up for that. So, and I know not everybody will be able to make it, and like this next show I have on April 3rd, it's gonna be like a 3-hour show. But again, I'm doing all acoustic covers, so like after I do the video, the live, I'll probably take it down because YouTube flags you for cover songs. So I don't want to get in trouble in that regard. But I just thought it would be cool. Yeah, I'm with you, Dale. Facebook is trash for reach unless you're paying it. I need to get on Twitch. Faceless Dale. I need to get on that. I was kind of leery of that because it's like, okay, great, another platform. When do I have time for this? But I know you can integrate it with different things. So, Dale, I may chat with you about that because I know you and I talk about you know, this stuff a lot together sometimes. So yeah, but yeah, you're right. You're right, Whiskey Mike. Music is my entourage, man. I guess we should see if these things work. I'm assuming they do. Now, one caveat here: I don't know if they're charged up, so I'm not gonna freak uh, if I can't do this. So I do know. All right. So you can actually, I'll let you guys know this real quick. You can actually charge these at the same time. A lot of wireless units, you can't, you have to charge them like one by one. So you can actually plug one into the other like that. And you can see, okay, so I can see I've got power there. This is cool. I just plugged them in together. And it looks like the battery might be on the low side. Probably need to charge soon. Power's on. Okay. So what I would do though, in a charge situation, which is going to happen today, I would, and I know you guys probably know this, but hey, I like to be thorough. I don't know what to do yet. I'm just figuring this out now. So I would just plug the USB in right here. So both of them's on, and just boop, plug it in. You know, it's that. And so I charge both units at the same time. So I thought that was a really cool selling point, because I know Line 6 has one that does not work like that. All right, guys. So let's try this out, man. So what I'm gonna do, uh, and I don't know if this is gonna work. I'll try it with my amp if this doesn't work. So hang in here with me. Uh, I'm gonna plug one of these into my interface, and I'm gonna see if it picks up through here, because that would be kind of cool too. Not that I would ever use it in my studio, but if it doesn't work here, I'll try it with my amp. I'll turn everything around and we'll try it with the amp. So, all right, let me make sure. I do have to read the instructions real quick, guys. I need to make sure which one goes where. So it's like, hey, where do you put this? Don't answer that, guys. All right. Let me just see a diagram real quick. Dude, I've got like 8 instruction manuals here, all in different languages. I mean, I am semi-smart, but not that intelligent to know all these languages. Okay. You know what? Screw it. We're going to wing it. Okay. So it tells me right here. This one goes to the sound system. And I guess that would mean this other one. All right, let's just do it, guys. Here we go. Hang tight. We're plugging this one in my interface. All right. Again, I don't know if this is going to work, guys. I have no clue. All right, so guys, it works. I can't believe it, man. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but after everything that we just went through, you know, getting the wrong one, me getting the wrong one, then me not checking to see if if the product was in the box, and then now we have the right one. But yeah, so okay, I'm gonna catch up on questions here real quick, because there's some questions. Faceless, yeah, plug and play at its best. It is extremely. You guys just saw what I did. I plugged it. I didn't do anything. Nothing. There's no switches on here or anything like that. I plugged it directly into my interface. Let me bring this with me here real quick, guys. I'll try to show you this, okay? I hope I don't drop this stuff. I'm recording with a new mic here, by the way. It's almost like a ghost is moving this thing. All right. So here, you guys see it right here? I'll zoom in. Can I zoom in? Yeah. Right there. All right, I'm sucking at doing this, but anyway, so you guys can see it right there. It's just plugged in directly to my interface, man. I just, there we go. Now we're out. See if I can move this back over without dropping it. Oh, I need a bigger studio, guys. That's, that is something that's got to happen at some point. But yeah. So I know if it works with my interface, it's going to work with the amp seamlessly. You know, that's easy. And I don't have all that set up right now from my last gig. But yeah, what's cool is it's got this, let me move this back in a little bit closer here. You can see on the ends here, these little things right here, they press down. So when I press that down, see that light that comes on? Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Or press on, press off. So when I press that down, it knows that, you know, something's going on, right? And on this one here, so you've also got the same thing. When you plug it into your guitar, you've got like that extra little press. See how that light comes on? So that's the indicator there. So I guess when this is pressed in here, it's telling you, hold on, I'm turning it around so you guys can see the light. You can see the light come on there when it's plugged in, right? This one here, when it's plugged into your guitar, you see that light come on, the green light. So that's how you know. And there's no pairing whatsoever. So I'm like, dude, that's just crazy. So I'm really happy with this. And again, I mean, I'm ramping up the product, and I haven't really even truly used it yet. We'll see how this works on April. Actually, I'm going to be sitting in with my friend Bob tomorrow night. My neighbor, actually, he's called Tourist Bob on Facebook, and he plays out a lot, man. He's always getting these acoustic gigs. He's been doing it for a long time, so I'm kind of trying to get in that arena a little bit more because it's just some side money and it's fun to do. But I may play a couple songs in between. I don't know if I'll use the wireless because it's, you know, it might be a pain to set up, you know, in and out. But I don't know. I mean, you saw how quick I did this, so maybe I'll use this. Actually, I will use this tomorrow night, yeah. And in April 3rd, I'll be using this on a pretty big stage. But yeah, no, dude, there's no pairing. You're right, Faceless. No pairing. So there's no replacement parts. It's just these two little devices. That's it. I'm really, God, man, I'm really like impressed with this stuff. You know, I'm really happy I got this. Yeah, very easy, guys. Very easy. So I'm scrolling back here. My laptop's down here. I'm trying not to burp. Excuse me if I do. When we were kids, if somebody burped, whoever did this last means you ate the burp. I know that's super childish, but it's just what we did. You do stupid stuff when you're a kid, and when you're an adult sometimes too. All right, so I'm just going back through here to, yeah, I love reading the Facebook comments, man, because it's like, yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, I probably wouldn't even be on Facebook if I didn't feel like that the business side of me needed it, because actually I'm not running any ads right now on Facebook anyway, but I have run ads on there before, and sometimes that's a way to get more reach and, you know, to be more profitable, because like I said, I do this stuff for a living, so I have to make money at it, you know what I mean? I can't, this isn't just a hobby for me. Anyway, I do love my job, though. I absolutely love what I do. You know what, hell, while we're here, let's try it on you guys want to hear it on the EVH real quick? You want me to do it? I know it's a stupid question. Of course you do. Let me try it out, man. So, let's do it. But yeah, I'm just catching up here. It's super, super simple, though, guys. So, give me just like less than a minute. And I will have us set it up here. Instructions. Who needs instructions? I was gonna be cool and throw them, but then I gotta pick it up, and this would go everywhere. So, all right. Let's hear this on the EVH. What I need to do is kind of turn things around here a little bit. I'll tell you what, my studio is hot, guys. It is warm in here. All right, I'm gonna move. You guys see I've got my laptop here. Oh, there's my beer. That would suck if I spilt my beer on my laptop, man. And with the luck I've had this week, yeah. We're not going to do that, though. I'm going to set this down gently. Oh, dude. All right, so I'm moving you guys over here where you can see the EVH. Cool. Yeah, let's plug this bad boy in. Let's see what this thing does. All right, one thing I need to do real quick, I'm going to move my light over here so it's just a little bit better. These are the lights I use, by the way. I'm not going to shine it in your face, but that's what the light, that's what I'm using. I'm trying not to trip over all these cables here. Oh, dude. I'll point this down a little bit so you guys can see the guitar. Okay, EVH, here we are. By the way, I'm going to be putting my wall hangers back up for my guitars. They're going to be hanging up here, just because the studio is really small, so I need to kind of move things around a little bit here. Alrighty, let's crank this baby on. Now I'm not going to crank this up super loud or anything because it's it'll pick up too much noise. Greg, thank you. I appreciate you. That's awesome, man. I like super chats. These super chats are cool. But seriously, thank you. That kind of stuff really does help out and go a long way. So I really appreciate that, guys. Cheers. Okay. Let me think about this, guys. Okay, I got it. Because I've got my pedal board down here. So I'm going to take you guys with me here. Yeah, James, I'm not going to forget to turn it off standby. So you see this down here. I've got my pedal board set up. I would normally have everything coming out of my MXR distortion pedal down there. So I'm going to plug this into the MXR distortion pedal. Okay. And honestly, I don't even use that distortion pedal. How I've got this set up, I've got my noise gate on, and then I've got the distortion pedal after that. I use the distortion pedal sometimes just for the clean channel. It'll give me like a little bit different tone there. So, you know, so everything is connected. We're ready to go with this. You guys ready for this? Of course. All right, let's turn it on. Actually, let me plug this in my guitar first. I almost grabbed my cable. I almost forgot to unplug the cable. Okay, so we're here, right here, plugging it in. Now, what I will say, I mean, usually you're going to be playing standing up anyway. What I will say, and I'm telling myself this, is be very careful if you're playing sitting down, because that, you know, that could cause an issue. So I usually hold my guitar kind of like this anyway, but so I don't have an issue. All right, so now I'm turning the standby on. You guys are going to hear a little bit of amp noise, and that's just not something I can help. So the green light is on, right there. Awesome. I'm not going to crank this too loud. I'm using, the mic I'm using, what is it? I forgot what it is. It's a Rode mic. It's a Rode Video Mic NTG. And I'm actually going to do a review on this mic at some point. And it would come in handy for those of you who like to do guitar videos, you like to post stuff on Instagram or whatever, or YouTube. So, all right, here we go. But it's come in handy, but it doesn't treat loud sources very well. Tell me if that's too loud. And again, I know it's probably not going to sound phenomenal, but just kind of bear with me. We're just testing this little wireless device anyway. works, guys. It I'm really happy about that, man. That's wow. Really, really happy about this. So it works on the amp. It works in my studio. I mean, I can't really ask for too much more, you know. So I'm really, again, I'm really happy that I got the wireless. Whew. That was a rough ride, guys. That was seriously. I'm gonna cut this thing off now because I get this buzz. Um, and this is why I put my amp on standby when I'm on stage. This EVH amp, it's quite noisy, and I think a lot of amps are. I think a lot of amps are noisy as well. High gain amps, anyway. They just got that hum to them. And even with a noise gate, I've got this connected to uh, a really, really good power strip as well, and that's supposed to decrease some of the noise. But you know, it's you still get noise from the amp. All right, so let's see if any questions. Greg, thank you. Thank you again for the super chat, but thank you for getting the 30 lessons, man, the 30 days of metal riffs. That I didn't realize how much that series would help other guitar players. And like when I put out a lesson for you guys, when I put out something out there, I'm like, my true heart is, I'm like, I really hope this helps some people. I really hope this helps. Because I know we all, no matter what level you're at as a guitar player, we all hit sticking points. I do. I hit sticking points, and it's not like I'm some guitar god. I don't consider myself that. Once you get to a certain level of musicianship, it's not really about who's better per se. You know, like Yngwie Malmsteen. You know, he probably plays better sweep arpeggios than most guitarists, but maybe he doesn't play as melodic or can tap as well as some other guitar. You know, it gets to the point where you just develop your own signature sound. And that's what I encourage all of you to do as well, is don't even compare yourself to others. Get as best as you can, get as good as you can get, right? Be better every day, and just develop your own signature tone. So I've said this before, and I'm kind of getting off the beaten path here, but I love to talk about this stuff. No one can do what you can do exactly the way you can do it. And I'll say it again. There's nobody on this earth. No one can do what you can do exactly the way you can do it. Sure, plenty of people can do it, right? But they can't do it exactly the way you do it because you're putting a personal touch onto it. And the more you practice, the better you get, the more that starts to come out. So, anyway, I just want to kind of throw that out there. Acoustic, thanks for hanging out, man. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. I know you got to run. Whiskey Mike, the range, I honestly, I don't know. It's probably on the box somewhere. Let's see. Up to 12 hours. Wow, that's pretty cool. I don't anticipate playing any shows that last more than 12 hours. Yeah, I don't know how far you can go with this, man. I'm sure I can just look it up. Well, it's probably in the instruction manual, one of the 50 instruction manuals that came with it that are in all different languages. Oh man, I'll have to check into that though. Oh, brother Whiskey Mike, thank you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Supporting the cause. Really appreciate that. I will test it though. I will test it out on stage on April 3rd when I go to play at Killed and Curly Winery. I need to make that. That's another reason why I use Facebook too, because you can make Facebook events and I can get it out there to people. Again, otherwise, if it weren't for that side of it, I would just ditch Facebook, and sometimes I feel like ditching it anyway. I'm a YouTube person. You guys are on here on YouTube, and this is where I know some of you are on my Facebook as well. And definitely follow me. The link's in the description somewhere in my video. But if you're not on there, definitely follow me. But I am biased to YouTube. This is my platform, man. I love it. I love it. And YouTube's been good to me. You guys have been good to me, and I really, really do appreciate all of you. So, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything here. Thank you, James. Thank you for that. Yeah, we want to keep giving the inspiration out, man. Faceless, I would test it in my backyard. My backyard's not that big though. Maybe I could test it when I'm grilling. I'll keep it on up here in my studio, and I'll go out there and grill, and probably shouldn't grill and play guitar at the same time. Charcoal and guitar probably doesn't mix very well. But yeah, I do need to test it out, see how far to go. I know when I'm playing though, April 3rd, it's a pretty big stage that we're playing on. I say we because my wife now, she sings with me sometimes too. Now she sings all the time. we're doing acoustic stuff. Uh, we've gotten about 6 songs that we do together so far. And of course, we're going to be doing more, which we got to start practicing for this gig. A few updates I want to give you guys before I go. I've got some really, really cool stuff coming up. Remind me to charge this, by the way, both of them. Let me unplug this real quick so I don't forget. All right, we're charging these. A couple of updates I want to give you guys real quick here before I sign off. So one, I know I've been talking about this guitar course, and it is coming out. I had a meeting with my good friend and business partner, Ken Candelas. I think a lot of you know Ken Candelas. He's a professional audio engineer. When I say pro audio engineer, I don't mean like, well, he just, does it sometimes. This guy has worked with big gigs like Good Morning America. You can't be an amateur working with someone like Good Morning America. And he's got several other things under his belt. So him and I started a thing called Metal Mastermind. I know a lot of you already follow that. It's Metal Mastermind on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and just look up Metal Mastermind, you'll see us. You'll see our channel. I'm putting out videos there too. Now I'm trying not to duplicate my videos, like the stuff I put on here. I'm trying not to do that stuff on there. Although some do carry over. I've done a few amp sim reviews and stuff like that, but mainly Metal Mastermind sticks to like overall production. And again, I know I do some production stuff on here as well, but we try not to cross them too much because I want them to be different, giving you different types of value. Anyway, our goal is to help musicians that are really serious about, pursuing music. But what we've decided today in a meeting that we had just about an hour or so ago is we decided we're going to use Metal Mastermind as a platform to host guitar and metal music related courses on, not just guitar. So Ken and I are actually making a full-on studio production course, and I'm glad he's doing this with me because he's actually got much more knowledge in that area than I do, and then I bring some expertise in certain areas that he doesn't have. So we worked really well together. But in talking today in our meeting today, we decided it's like, why don't we expand Metal Mastermind to host courses for musicians as well? So we're actually going to host my course, which is called Metal Riff Master. We've got all these things with metal in them, which is cool. We're going to host Metal Riff Master on the Metal Mastermind platform instead of me doing it, all alone. So that being said, the course, I don't have an exact date. I know it will be this month for sure. I think I've been telling you guys March, for the past few weeks. So that's staying put. What we are waiting on is our LLC. Like I have a business, I am a registered business, Uncle Jason Productions. Those of you who have ordered my CDs, you'll see Uncle Jason Productions on the packaging when it comes to you. So we how do you say this? We signed up for the LLC today for Metal Mastermind. So that as soon as we get that back, I'm going to be moving the course structure over to the Metal Mastermind. I can't talk today. Hold on. That's better. Sorry. I've been super busy lately, guys. A bit overwhelmed lately. In a good way, though. Certainly not in a bad way. Just a lot going on. Anyway, I'm going to host Metal Riff Master, the course, on the Metal Mastermind platform. And I'm probably giving too much information out, but I'll give it to you guys because I don't mind giving it to you guys. But we haven't publicized this yet. With my course, with the course we're making together, we're actually going to be hosting some other courses, very select in what we'll put on there, though. We're not just gonna put anything on the platform. That's not what we're about. Actually, Ken is talking to Michael Romeo, the guitarist from Symphony X, because he's got something in the works as well. So we might even work with him on some of this. So it's big. It's it's freaking huge. So it might. What I'm saying is though, before Metal Riff Master is out to the public, which I'm going to let you guys know first, specifically the ones that are on my email list. That's going to be released to you guys first. But as soon as we get the LLC, then we can officially launch it, because that way all our ducks are in a row and everything's going, like it should be going. So I hope that made sense, but it's coming soon. The second thing I want to tell you guys, The second thing I want to tell you guys is there's another live event that I'm going to be hosting uh, coming up. I think, let me look at my calendar real quick, and I will send a notification out for this, okay? On Wednesday, March 24th. I don't know the time yet, but it's coming, I promise. I am going to be hosting a live event, a live guitar workshop at Replay Guitar Exchange. Now, it's going to be live on their YouTube channel, but they're going to give me the video footage after that, and I'll probably use some of that to make some cool videos, thereafter. But yeah, I'm going to be hosting this is going to actually be my very first like pro live workshop that I'm going to be doing, and I've got to put something together for this. But I kind of want to. I'm going to cater to metal guitar playing, and I really kind of want to just give everybody in the audience some tips. A lot of tips you guys have probably seen already, but I think it'd be good to watch it over again. Just some tips on playing metal guitar, how to come up with your own riffs and that sort of thing. And I'm going to say some really encouraging words as well, because that's what I like to do. I know, we live in an era where everything is just out there, and it's so easy to watch, people shredding up and down the neck on social media or whatever. And it's easy to get discouraged when you see that. And I'm not saying people shouldn't do that. Hey, put your stuff out there. If you've got it, put it out there and flaunt it. That's fine. But I know all musicians, we're a little bit more on the emotional side than most people. We're not normal, is what I'm trying to say. None of us musicians are normal people. Each of us, each of you on here, myself included, we've got these little quirks, and there's this common thread that we have that other people don't. So that said, we wear a heart on our sleeve a little bit more. We're a little bit more emotional, and things can get to us. So I really want to put out there, and the same thing that I tell you guys is, don't compare yourself to other people. And I'm just going to share some strategies that people can use on a daily basis to prevent them from getting into that rut of comparing themselves to other guitarists and other musicians. So, that's that. But yeah, I'm excited about this, man. I love teaching in general. Like I love maybe not like I don't want to teach at a university or whatever, but I love doing like the videos I do on here for you guys, and I love doing workshops like this. I've always wanted to do a guitar workshop, and I get the opportunity to do that. So that will be live. Again, mark your calendars. That's going to be on March 24th. It's on a Wednesday. Probably going to start at like 7 p.m., 6 or 7 p.m., something like that. And I'm assuming it'll probably be like an hour and a half long. There might be a bigger Q&A at the end. I am going to be playing my 7-string because Replay Guitar Exchange, they're starting to really promote ESP. They have their own ESP rep. So I'll get to meet him, hopefully. That will be so cool because, man, like one of my life goals is I would love to have a signature ESP guitar at some point. So, I'm not saying that's happening today, but like the seeds are being planted. I would be happy with my own signature guitar, just whoever comes to me first is getting it. But ESP, because I like their guitars, I love that opportunity. But anyway, that's going to be happening. So that's coming up. I will email you guys more details on that. I think all of you are on my email address. If not, just go to the description of this video. You'll see where you can sign up for a free practice guide. That's in the YouTube description. And that will put you on my email list. Plus, of course, you'll get the free guide as well. So yeah, everything. A lot of things are in the works right now. I'm really excited, and man, do you guys have any questions for me before we end? I know I've been blabbing for a while. I'm just so happy that this worked out the way that it did. It's freaking awesome, man. So yeah, Guitar Course, Metal Riff Master, that will be out this month, because again, as soon as our LLC is established, we registered through the state of Florida. He lives in New York, I'm in Florida, and it just made more sense to register it out of Florida. But because I've already got an LLC established here as well, so it just made the process a little bit easier. But yeah, as soon as we get that EIN number, we are open for business, and then my course will be launched. I'm actually prepping the platform between now and over the weekend. So as soon as that's done, as soon as we get that number, we get that email, I'll be emailing you guys like, guys, it's out there. Boom, done. I am going to offer a special price. I'm gonna offer, I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but it's gonna be a special price for like the first, I don't know, haven't figured that out yet. But there will be a special price for you guys first. So I'll give you every opportunity to grab that if it's something you want to grab. You know, if you don't buy it, I will not be offended. But I think it's a metal riff course. I mean, it's 70 metal riffs. There's 2 bonus lessons, so I think it's well worth, you know, what you're going to get. And then again, secondly, this workshop coming up is going to be awesome. I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. So special price $5. Yeah, dude. I love you, Faceless. It's good. Good stuff. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap things up. I am actually literally going to go sit on my patio and work. I'm going to get my course prepped because, again, as soon as everything kind of like works into place here, I want to have my part done so we can just go with it, you know. So, guys, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, all the support you give my channel. You guys really do mean a lot to me. I love hanging out with you guys here. The Stallworth ESP M7, that has a nice ring to it for $5. All right, guys, thank you once again. I appreciate you. The next video I put out on YouTube will be a lesson. I'm going to try to put something out tomorrow. If it doesn't come out tomorrow, it'll be Friday. Really good lesson that I have for you guys. Guys, thank you again. I appreciate it. As always, keep it metal.